Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and in this time, better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Mecole Hardman. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Cunningham. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run with a veteran here. It's Rashad Penny. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On 4th down, Cunningham. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll try the right side here with Penny. He stiff-arms him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
I'll pick up the 44 yards on the play. And a Patriot first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cunningham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Patriots 7.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
On 2nd down, Cook. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 61 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on the EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
His pass caught at the 4. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, they've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot, and if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Penny, a first down carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Check that.
Inside handoff, Penny.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Cunningham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles.
And right Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Peppers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling, and I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke, and he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for the Jets, Mecole Hardman.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Jets will take over.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers, a free play. He's going to try and go deep again. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. To throw is Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Cunningham looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third-down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cunningham to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Now Cunningham. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Thornton, the motion man right. Penny up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
18, pioneer. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think of trying to dial up on 3rd and 4?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
17-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returning is Peppers. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incomplete. They fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the pistol, they run it with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Snap comes at 1. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Patriots 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Back to throw. Jones. Out right to Bourne. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Mac Jones
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have got it on cruise control. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
On the out route, he's got Thornton.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the play fake. Jones.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion. But, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook. And they still want to run it efficiently.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Abanikanda. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a dump off here complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
He's got a man, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And a Patriot 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
This is our last chance. Here we go. Go to 50. Plant. Here we go. Come on. 26.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire